Good evening, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to Old Dog and Zippy 8. Wow. So, yeah, this is the show we're doing. I don't know. This is a nightmare realm. I say that a lot, but each week it feels even more true. So I don't even know. This Old Dog and Zippy is the name of a show I did, as a young teenager, and then fucking I did it with cousin Zeno. We did it Old Dog and Zippy 2 and Wardy, and that was all about fucking that was all about politics and the lead up to the Iraq War and stuff. Life in New York City. But this is the online theater piece show. We talk about vegetarianism sometimes on this show, and with vegetarianism, there's oh man, I don't even know where my head's at tonight, folks. I apologize. Vegetarianism is good for health, okay? When you look at the numbers, in fact, a vegan diet, I generally rail against dairy. I know people love cheese, and it is delicious, but it's an addiction. People are actually, one gets addicted to the lactose, the milk sugar. So definitely, I don't know. Hey, look, I'm not the CDC. These are not, it's not statements approved by the FDA, but, hey, parentheses, what's the FDA worth these days? I mean, something, sure. I hope they're protecting us. But there's money interests involved, unfortunately, when they're pushing drugs into the system, real fast. And okay, but the point is, vegetarian diet, vegan diet can definitely be a bulwark against a disease, or just catching some bug out there. So that it is what it is. It's just another thing you could do. I'm not asking for everyone to go vegetarian, but we'll talk about some more of this stuff later in the show when it comes to some climate change stuff. Thank you, viewers. Welcome to the show. This is Old Dog and Zippy 8 tonight. Here's my banner. All right, Old Dog and Zippy. So let's get right into a clip. And this is, I call this clip the Weird Tower. Now, this tower, folks, is really, I don't know what it's about. We can talk about it after the clip. All right, here we go. All right, thank you so much. Welcome back. So yeah, that tower is on top of this mountain, and it's just a weird tower. Like if you saw that, I never saw anything like that before. It was hard to find out about it, but I finally found out from this woman who runs an orchard at the base of the mountain. I just called up, hey, do you know anything about it? And there is some talk. This is the National Radio Quiet Zone. I think going back to the Cold War, like they have radars to intercept these transcontinental signals. And I read that it's somewhat obsolete now because communications are really primarily done through cable, fiber optic cable or whatnot. So, but Homeland Security could still be using these facilities, and I guess back in the day, like they had for these remote areas, you have these communication towers. So I don't know. I mean, then there's just tall tales about like missile silos, all up and down the eastern seaboard. So there's that kind of stuff too. I mean, I haven't seen any areas that are like keep out government, I don't know if y'all have seen that out in Montauk, Camp Hero. There's like an old WW2 installation that feels kind of creepy. And then there's also like tall tales about that place. You should read about that. It's interesting. The Montauk Project, they're talking about like they were doing time travel experiments, but that could just be in someone's imagination. Hey, about what I was saying before, it's like, yo, peace and love, peace and love. When it comes down to it, fuck what I'm saying. It's just that, honestly and obviously, the greatest bulwark to disease is to just happiness. Be happy, and if eating that McDonald's makes you happy and you feel real good and fucking cheerful about eating that McDonald's, then go for it, because that is the greatest asset for one's health, is to feel good about stuff. You know what I mean? Happiness, smiling, and shit. So, but however, when it comes to vegetarianism, okay, like climate change, there's an amazing new documentary on Netflix, this David Attenborough documentary. You should really check it out. It's the new David Attenborough documentary on Netflix. And he's basically talking about like when he started doing his shit back in the day, like, there was a lot more wilderness, on Earth back in like the 60s. And there were a lot fewer people on Earth. In David Attenborough's lifetime, I mean, definitely like the number of people on Earth have doubled. And then he goes on to show how, 2050, like this is what the world's going to look like. And it's fucking terrifying and a reasonable argument. So, one of the things he's saying is just go like 2/3, plant-based meals could really help. So, like he makes an interesting point. Like, okay, like when you have like on the, on the plain, on the African plain where the, cheetahs live or whatnot, like there's like for every one cheetah, there's like 100 deer. So like to be a meat eater, like you can't have a whole world of meat eaters. It doesn't work. You can't have every animal out on, in the wilderness being a meat eater, right? But we have all these humans who being, full-time meat eaters. That doesn't work for the earth. And, BTW, we are not carnivorous. And you can truly see that from our teeth, are completely unlike carnivores. And also our digestive system is completely different from a meat eater. Those big cats have a digestive, like their colon is like totally smooth and straight, whereas our colon has the, ridges. So, it's a different system. Okay, peace and love. Let's do another video. What's next on tap? Look at my notes here. We have some, videos I'm interested in to share with you. This is the gourds piece, and then there's some other stuff we could talk about in here. Let's see. This is gourds, and then we're going to do some more with Bob Good. If you remember the Bob Good video, hey, Bob Good, he might be bad. Okay, we could talk about that after the clip. And then there's another ad. I know y'all love the ad, so we did another ad for a business down here. So let's check it out.
His own record as Campbell County Supervisor Good slashed funding for law enforcement, losing 13 deputies in 1 year.
Campbell County Sheriff's having a hard time holding on to his deputies.
This is becoming a strain on his department.
After Good cut funds, crime hit 20-year highs. Now, these sheriffs are supporting Webb. Webb won't defund the police, but Bob Good already did.
I'm Cameron Webb, and I approve this message.
What do you want? You want some pickles?
Ruff, ruff.
Oh, maybe you want a donut.
Ruff, ruff.
Maybe you want some Dorito chips.
Ruff, ruff.
What do you want? Like chicken soup or something?
Ruff, ruff.
Vegan, of course. What do you want? You want some tomatoes?
Ruff, ruff.
Oh, I know. You want hush puppies.
Yeah.
Come on down to Sam's Hush Puppy Palace. We got the best hush puppies this side of the Mississippi. We got hush puppies boiled in all different types of oils. We got a nice lard for y'all that want to do it that way, but we have any vegan variety hush puppies. We got hush puppies in a coconut oil. We got hush puppies in a nice olive oil. We got hush puppies in some kind of vegan butter. I don't know what it is, but they are delicious. So put on your tail and come on down. Be quiet, doggies. Ruff, 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 ruff. And try some of Sam's New York style Southern hush puppies.
All right, yeah, come on down. I was pleased with the way that ad came through, and hey, let's Chef Matt, you know what I mean? Let's start this hush puppies business. Or not. Hush puppies, they're okay. Give me some of those green beans, or it's just like some of those mustard greens or something. So Bob Good, though, we saw one of Bob Good's ads a few weeks ago, and he was all like, I'm gonna, like defund the police, like I'll pin that idea. Green New Deal, I'll slam that idea, like while he's doing Greco-Roman wrestling with his adult son. And then here's the ad from Dr. Webb. Okay, looks like a great candidate. I'm not even in that district, but you know what I mean? Please vote for the black doctor. And here's Bob Good. He's made that ad, and then he actually did defund the police. That's amazing. So, wow. All right, you know what? Let's stay political and watch this next vid. So this next vid, I'm sort of this is interesting. It's a funny interlude. This is the Scare Kid, Scare Me vid. And then there's also Celino and Barnes tribute, RIP, and some other fun stuff in here. Okay.
Yo, you want to scare a kid? You put some Halloween decorate. You know what I mean? You want to scare a kid on Halloween? You put some scary,
in 800
ghouls
feet,
or
turn
like
right onto State Route 653.
You put some skeleton decorations, or you know what I mean? Some like bloody, like, you know, like insane asylum type tableau on your lawn.
Okay.
You want to scare me on Halloween? You put some Republican. You put some Republican signs. You put some Republican signs in front of your house. You know what I'm saying? That's how you scare me. You don't scare me with the ghouls. I'm gonna put.
Turn right onto State Route 653, then turn left onto Virginia 130
You want to scare me? You put that in your front lawn. Celino and Barnes, injury attorneys, 800-888-8888. The greatest of all time? Are you the greatest of all time? Are you the greatest? Are you the greatest of all time? Maybe. Oh my God, look at that. Is that a mirror? It's a mirror? Oh, that's so awesome. You got a built-in scratcher. Oh man, that's so cool. Hi, Mr. Moo.
Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you all for watching, everybody. It's Old Dog and Zippy 8. You know, this is all ad-libbed. I mean, I took some notes, but I don't really have worked out what I want to get into next. So bear with me on this one. In some of my previous art pieces, I've tried to talk about the Hasids. Okay, am I feeling, what is my, relationship? What is all of our relationship to them? The Hasids are sometimes referred to as the Jews, by a lot of people, and hey, whatever. It's like they don't necessarily teach this shit in school. And, while those people are very identifiably, something. And they're, for those that don't know, they're wearing the hats and the brimmed hats and overcoats in August. And, they got the payas, the side curls. And, there's lots of different types of Hasidic groups. It's not just one. So recently, they've been in the news again during this whole COVID time. I happened to see at some point, like the Hasidic neighborhood in Williamsburg, the Satmar Hasids. That's one of the groups of Hasids are just like out in force, no masks. I drove past an EMS truck. And like the EMS guys were not wearing masks. Like, that's crazy. I mean, but now this guy's in the news. Heshi, I don't even know like what group this guy comes from. He might just be from the Orthodox community, but he had a whole crowd of Hasidic guys, and they're just making trouble. And is in a huge group, they're burning masks. They're very right wing, supporting this administration, and it's just mental. And I just want to say, like, man, this is what I'm saying. I don't have this worked out. Like, just on one hand, like Hasidism started in like the 1700s. So like, for example, like in the late 1700s, like, so, actually relatively recently. And I'm not like related to those people at all. It's not like my people were those people and then like stopped being those people. Like my people were just never those people. And it seems like in New York, for example, you had like a kind of Jewish world that was like, I don't know, like the Second Avenue Deli or like Ratner's, on Delancey Street, and all these cool like things like that, like dairy restaurants. And then, it's like Mel Brooks films, and it's kind of like the Yiddish theater world, I guess like the 19th century, or early 20th century. And so I don't know, like, it's definitely a bad look for the Jews, what's going on with the Hasids. And it's also, you know, tied into this like religious fundamentalism that in all the Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, it's like it gets real twisted real fast. It's like anti-intellectual, you know, anti-education, and just like for all the teachings of the Bible, the Old and New Testament, you know, and you know what's in the Quran, you know, Islam, the religion of peace. I mean, I'm just saying all these religions, the Abrahamic religions, like about peace and love, and then like, but what's so bizarre is then like the people who are like really identifiably like they're so hardcore, like we're these people, we're the Christians, we're the Jews, we're the Muslims. It's like it doesn't feel very peace and love at all. You know, it feels like a cover for depravity. Okay, so hey, no, Jimmy, there's no teleprompter. Maybe that'd be nice, right? But fuck it, this is off the cuff. And you'd think, right? You would think that like, the president could do this kind of stuff, but they don't. I guess they don't take chances with the ums and ahs and faux pas. Oh, they opened the playgrounds. All right, you know, I don't. Yeah, I mean, open air. It's just, who the fuck knows what's going on. And it would just at least be nice if there was just some sort of national guidelines, but there seems to be an absence of that, a void where there should be some national guidance. Okay, so comment section is open. Let's just get into this next vid. What do we have on tap? Let's see. It's going to be our second to last new vid of the night, and this is I call this the Holy Mountain / Thinking Straight Wrong video. Here we go.
Earlier today, you see that speck of white down there, folks? I think that's the town we live in.
We didn't go down there earlier. Like, what are you talking about? We didn't go there earlier.
Earlier today? No.
No. You're thinking straight wrong.
I'm thinking straight wrong.
I think it was maybe the day before yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. The Holy Mountain. You know, back in the day, like before people worshiped the sky god, you know, people worshiped gods of the earth, all the vapors, you know what I mean? You had the goddesses at Delphi, breathing the vapors, some kind of serpent under the earth. And then I feel like before that, and you know, intermixed with all that, people still doing this kind of stuff today, but people worship the mountain or the river or the forest. So, you know, peace and love. Let's get right into this next vid. We're rolling right along. We're going to wrap we're gonna wrap up soon. So let's watch another vid. And this vid also includes another ad. I guess it's on my mind. I'm always thinking about opening these new restaurants. So this is a music video that's gonna have at the end an ad for a new concept, a chocolate milk restaurant. Yo, and also just like, it's hard to compose music, okay? Shout out to all the real musicians out there. Okay, all right, wow, okay, choose love, right? You know, we're all in this together. It's all oneness, right? We're all on this planet, and the all the planets in the solar system, we're all part of this star. And this star is related to the other stars around us in this part of the galaxy, right? And then this galaxy is related to the other galaxies that are in this galaxy cluster. These are our neighbors. You know, long before humans, these are our neighbors. We're part of it as other molecules, you know, part of the star or whatever. So, you know, why does anything exist at all? Why does the universe exist? So, you know, if there's some presence, if there's some God presence that this is all part of, well, we're all the same thing, right? You know, all the best of us in society and all the worst of us in society, it all doesn't matter, right? We're easy for me to say, what the fuck am I doing with my life? But you know, peace and love. But I'm just saying, like, you know, it's all one. The fingers on the hand, right? From one perspective, it looks like, you know, all different things, but actually it's all one thing. So peace and love. Peace and love. We're in it together. Let's do this together. Get out there and vote. Get your neighbors and friends and loved ones to vote. I feel like my audience is all voters, but let's do this. Let's help make the world an amazing place. All right. So remember, hug your loved ones in your pod. Hug yourself if you're locked down solo. And we'll see you next week. We'll head out with the tunnel outro once again. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of the weekend. I hope you all have a great night's sleep. All right, let's do the tunnel outro. Peace and love, peace and love. See you next week. Let's do this. All right, be well. Take care. Thank you. All one. See you next week.